and we start with Sefer Shmiras Haloshon, and today's topic, light and contentment. Light and contentment. Okay, so let's see. So it says, Hill used to say, if I'm not for myself, who will be for me? This spiritual world is not like the world of business, where one can rely on trusted workers. The spiritual world is not like the world of business, when one can rely on trusted workers to do the work for him. The term myself refers to one's soul, which is nourished only through one's own efforts in the sphere of the Torah and mitzvahs. Okay, so let's try to understand. So first of all, he'll say, so it's one of the explanations, very interesting, right? So Hill used to say, if I'm not for myself, who will be for me? So they say in the spiritual world, when we acquire mitzvahs in this world, of course they being deposited in the world to come, right? Olam haba. So he said it's not like this world of business. So today, for example, person can have a company and have 10,000 people work for him, right? Possible. So it does not mean that he has to supervise everybody. So he has trusted people who are doing all these things on his behalf, right? So Chofetz Chaim said that's not the same in the world of in a spiritual world. So a person has to acquire the merits by himself. In some instances, it's possible, to find this sense of a shliach, a messenger on your behalf, but it's only on a single time basis. But otherwise, it's not, right? You have to do it by yourself. Okay. So in the business world, you can employ others to work for you, but in a spiritual world, not so simple. So even people who give a lot of tzedakah, okay, it's very nice of them, but if they don't perform the Torah themselves, don't do the mitzvah, so it helps, but it's not actually. I mean, if they do big sins, so they're not going to get in Olam haba, right? So very interesting. Hill is saying, I will not expend efforts for my soul's sake. If I'm not going to expend efforts for my soul's sake, then who will nourish it with the light of contentment? Right? So he said, if I'm not going to do whatever needs to be done for my soul, because in the world to come, it's only the world of souls, right? Who is going to take care of my soul, right? These are not things that can be purchased. They can be attained only through one's own toil and striving. So even money, not going to help that person. He's going to get some reward, maybe a lot of reward, but this reward is nothing compared to if he would do it himself. Okay. So he would do it himself. For example, somebody is sponsoring other people to learn Torah. It's very good, but if he does not learn himself, for sure he's desecrating Shabbos and other things, right? For sure. Why? Because you need to learn a lot. Continue. And Hill continues, and spiritual realm is unlike the physical one, where the highly skilled craftsman can earn livelihood working by a few hours a day. The Mishnah says elsewhere, the day is short and the task is abandoned. Okay, so it's very, very interesting. And he also said that the spiritual world is also not like the physical one. So if somebody is a skilled craftsman, he's today, I don't know, maybe somebody in IT, some expert in some field, so he can find you a problem and charge for this problem a lot of money and take vacation for the next 2 months, for example, right? If he's very skilled worker. So in this world, it's very, very possible, but in the world to come, it's not going to work, right? As Mishnah says elsewhere, the day is short and the task is abandoned, right? Day is short and you have to work a lot. Meaning the day is short, meaning life is short. That's what it means. It says in Perkei Avos 2:20. Thus, thus, does the Hila say, and if I'm not for myself, what am I? If I were to dedicate my every moment to myself, that is to my soul's benefit, could I claim with certainty that I have done enough to earn eternal life in the world to come? So he said, even if I exert all of the efforts, maybe it's not going to be enough. But so we can understand. So we have to exert a lot of efforts, right? Continue. The Talmud relates that when the sage Mar Ukva examined his impressive charity records before his death, he reflected, "The way is long, but the provision is small." Ksuba 67b. Right? So provision meaning. So our sages say, like, before you going to sail on a ship, you have to take for with yourself provision. So let's say it's obvious. Like, what does it mean? Like, because in a sea there is nowhere to get more provision, right? And they say the same in Lamaba. So whatever you prepare for yourself here, you can take with you, but there is no way to get anything else on the way there or there. Okay. So our provision is our mitzvahs. Thus, a man of wisdom will dedicate every available moment toward the service of his Creator. Okay, so we can stop here.